Lesson 3 involves images and links. This is a lengthy lesson. You cannot complete it in one day. You will notice that I'm giving you 2 weeks. So that's your first indication that this is going to take me a little time, okay? Uh, Images and links are both super important. And it is one area that students sometimes have trouble with. And the problem involves how they name their pages and how they name the graphics. When you FTP to the web, everything is case sensitive. So if you try to put an image in using all lowercase letters and you named it with uppercase letters, you are not going to be able to see that image when you transfer your page online. It'll probably show offline. Offline is not case sensitive, but online is. So you need to match the upper and lowercase letters 100% in order for things to work. So that is my helpful hint of the day. You will read the pages in the book. And the book is a reference book, so the information is kind of general. And the information that I'm going to give you in the lecture demo is very specific. It is information you need to know. So the lecture demo is actually split into 3 parts. The first part, image formats and editing, talks about the different types of graphics that you can put in web pages and how to edit them. So editing typically involves changing the size, also cropping, which is keeping a portion of the graphic and throwing the rest away. It also involves color adjustment. And so the program that we are going to use is LunaPic. It's an online editor and it's free. So I have a link to it. I have a link to the online help. And then I have directions in how to resample, which is adjusting size, how to crop, which is keeping a portion and throwing the rest away, and how to do color adjustments. And the instructions cover how to do this at the LunaPic site. Now, if you're familiar with Photoshop and you know how to do all of this in Photoshop, awesome. You can certainly use Photoshop. However, most of you do not have Photoshop, and Photoshop is not free. It's costly. So LunaPic does the same thing, and it is free, and that is why we're using it. So this document shows you how to get your images, your graphics, the way you need them to be for your pages. Then the next section shows you how to take those graphics and insert them into your page. Okay, and that involves using the image tag. So this is not a long document. It is important that you go through it because it does cover the image tag and the attributes that are required to get the image into your page. The last section is on hyperlinks. And it covers the 2 different types of links, which are internal. They take you from one section of your page to another. And then we have external links. External links take you from one page to another. When you create an external link, you can link to your own pages, or you can link to a completely different site. When you link to your own pages, you are using relative links. And when you link to somebody else's website, you are using absolute links. And so we also discuss how to create a relative link and how to create an absolute link. Finally, the last thing we talk about in here is how to link to other types of documents. Say you want to link to a PDF or you want to link to a graphic. How do you do that? So that is the last thing that we cover. So basically, this is everything you wanted to know about links, but we're afraid to ask. It's all right here. So it's really important that you read through these sections in addition to reading the book, because these sections cover a lot more information than the book. Once you finish the readings, then you are going to go through the textbook assignment. The textbook assignment has video that walks you through how to do everything. Make sure you watch the video. And then it's just a matter of walking through, following directions, and creating the different pages. You'll notice that I am giving you quite a few graphics for you so you can manipulate them. I'm also giving you pages so that you can focus on inserting the code that we're learning. And this week we are learning how to insert images and how to insert links. So I am giving you pages so that we can just focus on what we're learning. At the very bottom is a summary of what you need to turn in and what you get points for. Where people run into problems is when they transfer their page and they go to view their page live. Sometimes the pictures don't show up and sometimes the links don't work. The reason is because everything is case sensitive. Even your folders are case sensitive. So when you create your media folder, if you use all lowercase letters, that is what you need to put in your links. That would be what you'd have to put in your image tag. When you name files, if you use upper and lowercase letters, you need to match that 100% in your links. So that's where people run into trouble. Now, if you cannot figure out why something isn't working, make sure you transfer to the web and just send me an email. I will help you. I need it on the web because I need to see it. There's no way for me to tell you what the problem is unless I can see it. If you don't put it on the web, I'm kind of guessing based on what other students have had issues with in the past. So transfer to the web, send me an email, I will take a look and get back to you. Once you finish your textbook assignment, you're going to work on the lab assignment. So the first part of this lab assignment, you're going to create a brand new page. And you're going to create 3 sections to the page that display and hide content, which means you're going to be using the details and summary tags. You are going to be including a graphic, a thumbnail, and then around that graphic, you're going to put a link. And so I'm actually showing you what my code looks like so you can see it. So here's my code, and this is what it looks like live. So you can open and close. And here's another example. So this is live. So if I click it, it opens up. Okay, and this is what the code looks like. You can do this on any topic you want. And you'll notice that I actually put in information that I took from the World Wildlife Organization, so I just cited them. So it's perfectly okay for you to take a direct quote from a page as long as you cite it. And what you're going to end up doing with the graphics is you're going to find 3 graphics, and they're probably going to be too big. I can guarantee they're going to be too big. And you're going to have to create thumbnails from them. And then you also are going to want web optimized images. So that is basically what you're seeing here. I downloaded a tiger. I created a web optimized image. And I also created a thumbnail from that tiger. And I did it on Lunapic. So this first example, my theme was big cats. The second example, my theme was bridges. Okay, so here I downloaded a picture of the Brooklyn Bridge. I got my web optimized version and my thumbnail version. So you're going to need 3 pictures. You're going to need to create a web optimized version and a thumbnail, and then you'll be able to produce the page. Now, where should you get the pictures from? I have a list of links in the lecture demo, but where I normally go is Pixabay. And these are royalty free, which means you do not have to pay for them. So if I wanted to do waterfalls, I would look, and you don't want these up here. The sponsored ones you have to pay for. So you want to find the free ones. And then you find one you like, and it's a free download. And the license here should be free. If it's free for commercial use, this is not even commercial use. So this is free. And when you download, you have several different sites. I would pick the smallest, just because we are going to be optimizing it anyway. So we actually want a width of about 400 instead of 640. So pick the smallest and download that. Okay, and then you'll notice these are sponsored ones again, so they expect money. So I would go back and pick a different free one. And the Pixabay images are great. You can see they have really high quality ones. They have the smaller ones that we're going to be using, and they are free. Now, to help you out, I did kind of give you a screenshot of what my file looks like. This is the big cat file where I have 3 separate sections. And here is that page live. And you'll see that if you click on the graphics, it takes you to that web optimized version. So that is your first part of the assignment. The second part of the assignment deals with adding links to your assignment page. So at this point, and you are going to be converting the text into a link. And you will be doing that in the textbook assignment section and the lab assignment section. So to help you out, I have actually given you examples of what mine look like. Now, are yours going to look the exact same? If you named your folders and your files the exact same as me, then yes, yours are going to be the same. If you did not name yours the exact same, so if you used different upper and lower case, If you put spaces, then your links are going to be different. Now, the idea here is that you'll be able to open your page, click on the links, and see the exercises you have completed. So they should work. And you will need to add links for lesson 3 and lesson 2. And then for lab assignments, the link for lesson 2 is just to the assignment page. So it's really not much of a link. Actually, it shouldn't have done that. And then for lesson 3, the link to big cats should take you to that. And for your link for your assignment page, you can actually create a dummy link for that. Or you can do assignments.html. If you want a dummy link, it's just a hashtag. Okay, so instead of putting text in there, you just do a hashtag. Either one will work for your assignment link. So, what happens if your links don't work? If your links don't work, the reason could be you are missing the folder, or you have the folder spelled different, or the file isn't in the folder, or the file is spelled different. Those are the reasons links don't work. If you cannot figure out how to fix it, make sure you transfer everything to the web, and then I will go look and I will tell you how to fix it. I can also meet with you in Zoom, and we can walk through fixing it that way. Okay, it's totally up to you. Once you've got the links, then you're going to want to add a graphic to your assignment page. There are background graphics at this. It's actually a PowerPoint site, but they have really large graphics that work great in web pages. So you can grab a graphic from that site, or you can go to Pixabay and find a graphic that you like. And because you're going to put it in the background of your page, I would pick the bigger sizes here. Okay, and you can see that I actually have a black and white graphic. This is one of my photos. If you have a graphic that you like, you can convert it to black and white using LunaPic. And if you can't figure out how to do that, pop me an email and I can meet with you in Zoom and walk you through that. So the graphic that you pick can be anything you want, okay? This basically tells you how to lighten up a graphic if it's too dark. And this tells you how to add it to the background of your page. Okay, and then you're going to transfer everything to the web. So there are videos in here showing you how to do the different things, but if you get confused or if you have problems, please email me. I can meet with you in Zoom, or I can go out and take a look at the site. What I tend to do in this class is create videos showing you how to fix problems. So don't hesitate to ask if you need help. Okay, and you have a couple weeks to get this done. You'll notice down here under royalty free that I did include Pixabay, Creative Commons. These are other places that you can go for free graphics. So have fun with this assignment. Putting in the graphics and putting in links is fun. You're starting to get into the media that makes your pages interactive. Next week, we are going to learn how to add CSS, which actually lets you add all sorts of cool colors and do additional things to your pages that you're going to love. Okay, so have fun with this. Let me know if you have questions.